Hello, crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse. I recently did a huge video for Spellbinder's year-end sale, but now everybody else is coming in with their after Christmas goodies, and I was like, okay, time to do a video. Also, crafters, some companies will not start their sale until New Year's Eve itself. If there are any new sales, or if a sale changes, goes from 10% now, let's say to 20, I will note it towards the top of the video. In the description box below, you'll see new sales. I'll put the change there. I'm gonna have a running list in the order of this video, but any new additional sales would be at the top under new additional, okay? So let's get started in this after Christmas, New Year's Eve. Let's start off 2024 with a lot of good crafty goodies, steals and deals sale. Let's get started. I always like to start off with the big box stores. Let's start off with my favorite, Scrapbook.com. Scrapbook.com has 5% off site-wide with the code SAVINGS. Also, if you spend $100 or more, then you get 10% off with the code EXTRA SAVINGS. At Scrapbook.com, there have been a lot of freebies since Thanksgiving until now. Let me show you some of the freebies. Don't forget to add these freebies to your cart. I got a Picket Friends paper pouncer, first time getting one. So much so, the freebie led to me making a purchase. Happy New Year. Free roll of double-sided tape. A free roll of Scrapbook.com branded double-sided tape has led me to always use their double-sided tape for card making. I like to buy the 6 in a pack. Scrapbook.com exclusives are now 60% off, plus the additional 5% or 10% depending on how much you spend. I got a free roll of 1/8 of an inch. I also got a free roll of 1/4 of an inch. These are purchases over time, but I'm just showing you freebies. I also got this. This is my first time getting this one, the Deluxe Adhesive Roller. So this is another Scrapbook.com branded goodie. I've also gotten their mint tape. This is how I discovered mint tape. This is great for stenciling, to hold down your stencil when you're stenciling or to mask. Hero Art Stamp. This is how I started with the Scrapbook.com storage envelopes. One order, freebie. This is the slimline size in pink. They also have white. That's the one that I use all the time to store all my die sets, my die collections. Okay, crafters, we're going to have a storage sidebar with these Scrapbook.com storage envelopes because I love them. I believe in them. I have been using them ever since they sent me the first free one. And then I discovered, wait a second, this thing can hold a lot of goodies. An entire die set with the magnet, the dies, and packaging, even with my 110-pound cardstock on the inside. 5 sets. So I like to keep it organized like this. This is the large Scrapbook.com storage envelope. They come in sets of 5. You can buy also 10. Of course, I go for the 10. It's a better deal. And it's on sale now, and it's in stock. So that's why I'm taking a little sidebar, because it's actually back in stock. This has a whole lot of weight. This is now 6 die sets, full die sets, okay? And that's how I keep myself organized, especially with a lot of these Spellbinders goodies. This is the medium-sized storage envelope. These are the 2 that I purchased the most, but I do have other sizes, okay? So this one, I'm using still 6 sets. I can go up to 8 sets with this. I love these because they're both sturdy, yet flexible, and the flexibility is what allows you to hold a bunch of die sets. I did push it to 10. It started to kind of crack at 10, so don't go with 10. But about 7 or 8, it can work. Here is a large storage envelope. This one is with a cling stamp and stencil set. 6 stencils plus the cling stamp. And this holds everything together because now I know this goes with this, and they're both together in here. So I'm just doing this little sidebar because when it's in stock and it's on sale, and now you get an extra percentage, oh, that's a good deal. And you close it just like this, that little lip, and you are done. This travels very well too, because when I go on the road to crops or just out of town, my daughter swims, so I have to take my crafting with me just for my sanity. I carry these and they travel well too. I carry a little bin, put these in the bin, they go away, they come back. I carried this all the way on the plane to Germany. Yeah, I flew overseas with my dies and everything was fine. So these are your best friends. Think of these as your crafty assistants to keep you organized. This now is their oversized one. I can't remember the name of this. I'll put the name here on the screen of what size this is. Might be letter size or extra large. I don't remember. But if you have stamp sets like this, it will also hold these as well. And long skinny ones too. These are 2 sets of Peachy Keen stamps. There are lots and lots of storage solutions at scrapbook.com, and this one is like really one of the best ones, all from a freebie. I just placed an order too, and it arrived. I did a set of 10 of the large and a set of 10 of the medium. And they come like this, but I prefer this color, but this is a freebie and I'm not mad at it. Surprisingly, this is the only size I really don't use, but I do have a few of them. Now I have 10 as well. So that was very generous of them to offer that freebie. That's 2 orders. Isn't that lovely? Next, some really fabulous freebies. Spellbinder's 3D embossing folder and a Lisa Horton 3D embossing folder. When it comes to freebies at scrapbook.com, must add to cart. You have to add it to the cart or you're not going to get it. 6x8 paper pad. So cute. Even one of their magic mat. Yeah. And a small jar of solar paste. This is by Simon Hurley. I love solar paste. Scrapbook.com. I love their everyday low price. I love all the brands that they carry. Also within their store, I love their exclusive brands. And when they give us that extra discount, plus all these freebies. So fabulous. So because I got this one and I was like, well, this is nice because I saw the price of this original set. It was not low, so I never bought it. But I did purchase this from scrapbook.com, pint-sized Pouncers. And I treated myself to this one when they had the 10% off during Christmas. And this set too, the neutrals. So isn't this cute? Let's look how cute the little baby is. Does it come out? Oh, it comes out. Look at that. And the little Pouncer. I've seen many examples of this, so I was very curious about it, and I'm glad I got this size. And I do have this one. If you don't want to rub on because you have pain here, you can also pounce to do ink blending or ink coverage. And I even collected these beauties. I've been having so much fun playing with Pink Fresh Studio Clear Drops. These are nice because they come in 4 sizes. So this is another thing that I hauled. Last thing I hauled from them, Altenew. This was a recommendation by Jennifer McGuire with the glitter, and I love glitter cardstock. I got this because I was curious about this color, the navy. I have been wanting some navy glitter cardstock for a long time, and now I'm getting it after Christmas. I wanted to use this for my Christmas crafting. Look at that array. Black, navy, like a charcoal, mid-silver, light silver, and white, with specks of silver in it. Just light little specks. It's not 100% bright white, but it's still very pretty. You can use this for snow and snowflakes, etc. This one is called Altenew Milky Way Glitter Cardstock. So super pretty. Also, crafters, check out the clearance. New clearance has been added at scrapbook.com, so I will put a link for clearance. Anything I show you in this video, I will put a link in the description box below. Plus, I will put link to all the stores that I'm going to mention as well. Next, Simon Says Stamp, 20% off Simon Says Stamp branded dies with the code SVD23. So that's only Simon Says Stamp branded dies, but there are a lot of fantastic, beautiful dies that are Simon Says Stamp dies. So you can definitely check that out. I'll put a link for their dies. Next, a cherry on top. A cherry on top is like scrapbook.com. They have loads of brands that they carry. You can also get free shipping once you reach a certain point. Right now, they have an extra 10% off site-wide and extra 20% off their clearance using the code EXTRA, EXTRA. So don't forget to add the code to your cart. You use one code for both things. So I will put a link for their store. Then I'll also put a link for their clearance. Clearance that they have, there's lots of bundles. One goodie I found. This I just purchased another one of. I got this at a recent crop. This is the Doodlebug foldable tote with the polka dot. Look at this pretty beauty. She opens up like so. Flip this flat down and you can fit a lot of stuff. So when I went to the crop, I did not know about this. This travels very well. I received one as a free gift. We all did at that crop. A cherry on top is carrying this. Not a lot of them. I'm going to put a direct link for this beauty that you can use to travel with. She is pretty sturdy. She folds flat. You can then apply the discount to it. Okay? So this is the Doodlebug foldable tote. Love. Great for travel. Okay, crafters, this is also something else I picked up at scrapbook.com that I just noticed now. This will also be at a cherry on top. This is the Pinkfresh Studio Essentials Glitter Cardstock Midnight Navy. Love this. So I now have the full size as well. I've been wanting this kind of glitter cardstock for a very long time, so I will be stocking up on these beauties, but I just wanted to show you that there is a full size, even though the Altenew one is like this. This one is a no shed. I can tell. You could probably use this in your electronic die cutting machine as well. All right, moving on. So pretty. Next, ScrapbookPal. 10% off site-wide with the code NEW2024. They carry a lot of brands. Not every single brand, but a lot of good brands. Spellbinders, Honeybee Stamps, Lawn Fawn, Altenew, Catherine Pooler. Two main brands that I shop them for a lot, especially in the past. Copic markers and score tape. If you do a lot of work with score tape and making mini albums and such, great deals at ScrapbookPal. Plus now you get the 10% off. That's fabulous. Over the years, I'll go to ScrapbookPal to buy Copic markers. Then I started collecting the refills when I needed the refills, and I bought a lot of my refills at ScrapbookPal. Up next, Spellbinders. I just did a huge video on Spellbinders after Christmas sale, which ends January 5th. So you have time with that one. No code needed, but boy, is it loaded with steals and deals. And the steals are lots of great items. I will link my video here, but you can definitely check it out. Loads and loads of goodies in that sale at Spellbinders. Definitely worth taking a look at. My collection, the Beautiful Wreaths collection, that is 50% off. And a lot of other collections and goodies and past Kit Club items are also steals and deals. So definitely check it out. If you love Spellbinders, this is the time. Next, Honeybee Stamps. Honeybee Stamps was the reason I'm doing this video, because last night I noticed 30% off the entire website. No code needed. The sale ends January 1st. You get free shipping at 100. If you don't shop Honeybee Stamps, they have a lot of beautiful stamps, dies, stencils, embossing folders. They also carry their own wax seal beads. But you guys know, if you watch my channel, I stick with my Spellbinders because I just love the whole Spellbinders kit, beads, dies, everything there. Honeybee Stamps, they have their own as well. What is interesting about this particular sale with that 30% off site-wide, it is everything. Outside of their brand, if you've been wanting certain things like I saw, Empress cutting plates, those are 30% off. You don't get that kind of deal at many places. This might be the time if you want to get some Anna Griffin Empress cutting plates. If you want just the magnet, shim, even the mini is there. The ink stand they carry, they have a lot of embellishments, adhesives. They have their own little mini buzz cut machine. I'll put a link for that. It's a little die cut machine. Definitely worth taking a look at. Get all of their great exclusives, which their Christmas release was gigantic. So now you can get certain things. I picked out a few things out of it. Now it's 30% off. And then also over here, take a look at the supplies. Next, Trinity Stamps. Trinity Stamps is having the Buy More, Save More. Available site-wide, Trinity Stamps has their exclusive brands. Their deal now works like this. You get 10% off site-wide if you stay under $50 with the code YEAREND10. Once you spend $50 or more, you get 15% off with the code YEAREND15. Spend $100 or more, you get 20% off with the code YEAREND20. Spend $200 or more, you get 25% off with the code YEAREND25. Spend $300 or more, and you get 30% off with the code YEAREND30. 30. If you have a lot of Trinity stamp goodies in your wish list, add them and then get that 30% off, but it is at 300, that type of thing. So you decide where you want to be with that sale. It ends on the 31st. Up next, Altenew. Altenew has right now up to 60% off select items. Notice how I just said right now. I'm going to just put a general link for Altenew. If I see the 60, I'll put a link for that as well. But, and I'm going to put a big but here. Altenew did this over Thanksgiving and it drove me bonkers. But the goodies were so good when they did do it. They have a tendency of right now is 60, then tomorrow it's something else. It's like little flash sales within the sale. So I'm going to go back and say what I said before in Thanksgiving. Certain items that you want, shop Altenew, put them in your cart, leave the cart, then go back and check because today it might not be on sale, but come Monday, there it is at 55% off the same item you want. Let's say you want one of their Craft a Flower or the Build a Flower set with the whole thing and it's normally $60 and all of a sudden it's $20. It's worth going back and taking a look. But they do that. Between Christmas and now, it's been like this. No code needed. I think free shipping at $29. Instead of looking at the whole store, which is a lot, just put what you want and save it up here in their little cart. And then you go back and go, oh, next, Colorado Craft Company. They have buy two, get one free with the code year end 2023. That one ends on the 1st. And they also have 55% off their overstock clearance items. So you can take a look at that as well. And you get a free gift at 50. Thumbs up. Brutus Monroe. They have clearance up to 90% off. No code needed. Waffle Flower. Get 25% off clearance with the code last chance. Cat Scrappiness. Clearance up to 90% off. No code needed. Next, Picket Fence. Picket Fence is having mystery bag bundles in different categories. So there is a die bundle with 3 different rates, stencil bundle, and more. They also carry their new mini Pouncers if you want to get it there. No code needed. Up next, Gina K Designs. She's having her year-end clearance. No code needed. In the categories are stamps, dies, then stamp and die bundles. You can also check out her Gina K Inks if you watch my channel. I love Gina K Inks. I don't buy the full-size ink. I buy the little mini ink cubes, but I love her inks. It was a recommendation from a question from a crafter on Facebook asking the general public, what's the best ink for ink blending? A lot of people said Gina K Ink. I bought a few. I now have like her entire collection of those mini inks, okay? I love them that much. They are that good. So you can definitely check out some Gina K Inks. You can start like me where I was just curious. She has a 4-pack. She has individual. If you want to shop somewhere else for her inks, you can buy her inks at both scrapbook.com and a cherry on top. There you'll get her inks with a discount. Also, I've never mentioned this, but her stamp blocks. I adore Gina K Inks acrylic stamp blocks. I went and I got my ink blocks. There is a bundle that you can buy the whole thing, but I started off with this little baby right here because sometimes you just have a little sentiment you want to stamp. Now, when it comes to these type of things, I always stamp lean. So for me, I need an ink block with a certain amount of weight that once I put it down, it starts soaking into the paper with the ink. I love her blocks. They are not too light. They are not too heavy, but they feel really good in the hand. Out of curiosity again, just like her ink cubes, I bought one of this. Then I was like using it all the time. Then I got this one, which I don't really use, but I'll use these two for weight. Like if I glue down a sentiment, I'll put these two there just to let the glue settle in so it doesn't curl up. I also got this one. This was a weight. These two. I don't use this for stamping, but I certainly use this to hold down anything on a card. Let's take a look at this one. Let's say I glued everything here. I'll pop this baby on here. She has a nice amount of weight. So if you want an ink block that's not going to cost you a ton of money, but has solid weight, this is her biggest one. I think it's $15 for it. That might be a winner. You can also get these at scrapbook.com, and I believe a cherry on top carries it as well. I collected these over time, but I did start off with the baby, and I love the baby. So these are fabulous. Never mentioned it before, but I do love them. So Gina K for the stamp blocks, the inks, and her products. 2 thumbs up. All right, moving on. The Greetery is having a huge clearance on select items. No code needed. I will put a direct link for that section of goodies at the Greetery. Worth taking a look at because the Greetery can get, Scrappy Tails. This is a local Florida company. 20% off site-wide with the code HAPPYNY20. 2 thumbs up. She has all sorts of goodies. I think Jennifer did a huge video on her pop-up. She has really revolutionized that whole pop-up card thing, like you open up the card and something pops out. So if you love interactive cards like that, or you're doing a lot of cards for kids, and if you give a child just a card, thanks. But if you give them the pop out, oh, they'll love that. So you might want to take a look at Scrappy Tales just for that. My favorite things, MFT stamps. 45% off site-wide, no code needed. It does exclude their new items, Olo markers, and Misty. So yes, My Favorite Things is now carrying Olo markers as well, and they sell individual markers. Another Florida company. Next, Pink Fresh Studio. 40% off pop-out stamp sets using the code POPOUT40. And they also have an extra discount in their clearance. The pop-out stamps, they'll have a cling stamp with a middle cutout and you pop it out. That's what they're calling pop-out. So you can definitely check that out. And when I say set, I mean it will be the pop-out stamp, the stencil. If there's a coordinating die, all of those things will be on sale using the code POPOUT40. Up next, Divinity Designs. 70% off their clearance. Next, Poppy Stamps. Love Poppy Stamps. 25% off site-wide. No code needed. Sometimes you'll get free shipping and a gift. I didn't see the free shipping and a gift, but then you'll add things to the cart and all of a sudden it appears. So it's always nice. Up next, Birch Press. Birch Press is like the older sister to Poppy Stamps. It's Poppy Stamps, Memory Box, and Birch Press. I don't see anything for Memory Box. If there is something for Memory Box, I will put it here. Birch Press has 25% off site-wide, plus free shipping and gifts. So they definitely stated that. No code needed. Up next, The Scrapping Cottage. That is Cottage Cuts. Right now, they have up to 80% off site-wide. Their newer dies will be in like the 30%, some 40, and then they have all the goodies 65, 70, and even 80% off. Definitely worth taking a look at. Loads and loads and loads of cute dies, and once those dies are gone, they don't restock. If you love your gingerbread, I'll put a direct link for gingerbread. I'll put a direct link for snowman. You can still make those crafty goodies for winter. Newton's Nook, 24% off site-wide with the code New Year. Up next, Echo Park. They have their year-end clearance with the outlet, so that means that it's going to be a lot of goodies in there, a lot of 12x12 paper pads for the scrapbookers out there, card makers, 6x6, 6x6 mega packs, and you know those mega packs, they add up. Now you can get it for like, I think $5, and if you purchase a few, sometimes they give you a little discount with that as well. No code needed, plus free shipping over 50. They have a lot of beautiful collections and paper pads, chipboard stickers, and more. So definitely check them out. Ephemera too. And lastly, Tonic Studio. They have their Mega Vault sale. So their vault is all their older items you might have missed out on. At that time, you were like, but now when something moves from $60 to say $19, thumbs up, time to get it. So no code needed. Definitely check out Tonic Studio. You can also add your Nouveau drops, your Tim Holtz goodies like his scissors. They carry it. They're the ones that make the scissors and the trimmer. So you can definitely check them out for all the Tim Holtz goodies at Tonic Studio as well. Alrighty, crafters, I think that's it. Everything will be detailed and linked below. If there are any new sales or something changes, I will note it in the description box towards the top of the video. I'll put new sales, okay? Alrighty, crafters, thanks so much for watching. Happy shopping. Happy New Year. Until the next video, crafters. Wishing you all the best for 2024. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye.